It is Tuesday, my dudes. And it's time for the Extreme. Welcome. It's your boy Chuckles here with the usual. And returning is the ever grumpy Brian.
I'm actually slightly less grumpy today because I have a puzzle that I'm building. So,
yeah, I don't even know what to say. Tell the new people tuning in maybe a little bit about so they know who you are and what you do.
What, me?
Yeah, you. No.
Okay. Sup, guys? Second time on here. I'm Ryan. I am the resident miserable tech at Extreme. I fix your guns. I talk shit about your broken guns behind your backs. I don't actually do that. I'm just kidding. Unless it's a really weird fix. Yeah. I'm the guy to come to if you have questions about tech work and things like that, I guess.
Swag, yo. All right, great to see everybody. Great to have Ryan back today. You guys saw the thing. It's pistol time, baby. We're going to be talking again about pistols. First one we did was Monty. This time we're going to be talking about some nice high-end pistols. But first,
talking about that Gucci stuff.
But first and foremost, guys, gals, gaming sessions are open again. This past weekend was awesome. We had a really great turnout. Saturday was completely sold out. Friday and Sunday we were pretty close to it. So it was a great turnout. It was great to see everybody. We're going to be doing that again. Pre-reg is all through our website. So head to our website, extremeairsoftri.com. Book your sessions and either pay through PayPal with your credit card or whatever online, or you can pay over the phone. If you want to, you just do phone order, or if you're going to come the day before or one of the days before and pay cash, you can do that as well. Our sessions are Friday from 5 to 9, Saturday 11 to 3, and 4 to 8, and Sunday is 12 to 4 o'clock. Sunday's actually almost already sold out. I mean, the tickets this week freaking are flying. I wish I can't pull it up. We expanded. We have a bunch of protocols in place, some specialty protocol that we're going on. We were only allowing 20 players. This weekend, we're allowing 25 players, but we're adding another referee for staff so that we can maintain our level of cleanliness and everything. So it's really great. I'm super excited. It's great to see everybody. Matt Dowling in the comments. Great to see you again, my friend. Welcome to the squad. Gang. So that's really cool. All of our policies are outlined on that page. So it'll, tell you when you have to wear masks, how we're going to enter the field, all this stuff. Tell them about our store, Chili.
Well, if gaming's open, that definitely means the store is open. So 11 to 7, Tuesdays through Thursdays, we're open. We're there. And just about everything you'll need. Fridays, we're open 11 to 10. And Saturdays, we're open 10 to 9. And Sundays, we're open 11 to 7. So basically, we're open every day but Monday. Yeah.
Yes. But the good thing is we're still processing online orders with pretty much no delay. Even if you order on a Sunday night, someone, like this week it was me, I went in, I processed like 4 or 5 different orders for customers. So we're still processing them even on our days off. So don't worry about Sunday night and not getting your one-day shipping and getting it on Wednesday. You'll get it Tuesday, I promise. Mostly. I mean, as long as, USPS doesn't have any issues with what they're doing. So, really cool. Our online store, we're adding product every day pretty much to our website. So just do that. And if there's anything you want that's not on our website, call us. We can take payment over the phone. Camps. Our registration is still live for Airsoft and Nerf Camp. We're doing 7 weeks. We have a lot to offer. It's going to be really great. I know I'm heading up the Nerf camps. I believe our referee, Nick Williams, is heading up the Airsoft camp. So that'll be really exciting. I'm looking forward to that. More info on our website. It's all through our online store, so that's how you book, fill out our forms. Lots of policies, again, that we're going to be adhering to. But it's going to be great. Nerf camps more than playing Nerf, and Airsoft camps more than playing Airsoft. You're going to be learning a lot as you go. Let's talk about some highlights from the local Airsoft scene. What we got going on. Liam, what's up, Liam? Homeboy just rolled up through the 6 today, had to pick up his gun. So we're still doing tech repairs too, if you don't know. Here's our local highlights. All-Star. They do gaming now. They're on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesday, they do 4 to 9. Saturday, they do 10 a.m. to 3 and 3 to 8. If you didn't know, All-Star, they're an outdoor field located in Webster, Mass. They're really great fields. John owns the place. He runs a great operation up there. They go event at a lot of the Milsim events around in the area. So it's great. So hopefully, they also do a joint price for Saturday if you want to play 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They do a joint session price. And I thought you were saying something. We have Stronghold. Their storefront is now going to be open starting this weekend. Thursdays 5 to 8, Saturday 2 to 5, Sunday 2 to 5. I believe their hours might have changed, but Stronghold, go check them out. They're located in Abington, Mass. I'm not good with towns, okay?
They're located just north of Boston.
Yeah. Battleground Z, their pro shop is open. Battleground Z also located. They are located in Lincoln, Rhode Island. They have a pro shop over there. Their field's not open yet. Tactical Airsoft Tactical Paintball and Airsoft. They're doing private appointment online sales with FaceTime still at this point. RPC Airsoft in New Hampshire is doing skirmish signups online. They will be doing. They're an outdoor field located in New Hampshire, so they're going to be doing great stuff over there. So it's really exciting. Gosh, it's so cool. So many places are starting to open back up again. No, Matt Dowling, you cannot go to camp because the cap is 16, and we don't allow 100-year-olds to join the. Fathom. Hello, friend. I'm just checking out the comments. Hello, everyone. So the camps, the Airsoft camps, just to specify, 5 to 12 for Nerf and 10 to 16 for Airsoft. So you got to be a little bit younger. Airsoft's a little bit more. I wouldn't say it's like a boot camp, but there's a lot more going on. Gamer Taz, what days are we open for gaming? Okay. I'll say it again later because, we have to. But we are open Friday 5 to 9, Saturday 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's all on our website. Is the pre-registration. We're not allowing walk-ons at this time. Health, safety, all of those things. We're trying to minimize the amount of contact, exchange money, all of those things, because the state said so. So, yeah, and wearing masks and stuff. Now, okay, that's a lot to talk about. That's a lot of information to rattle off, and I always need like a nice deep breath after I'm done with like the intros. I should make you talk more, Chili. I should just make you do it. One day I'll be dead and gone, and you'll still be slaving away at Extreme.
That's a lie, and you know it. Danielle and Lenny will find a necromancer and bring you back, Chuckles.
Even my dead zombified body will walk around showing kids guns like.
There's no
You'll be like Futurama President Nixon, just a head in a jar that some robot's carrying around.
Yes, I love it. I can't wait. Game is forever, so then I won't, do that thing. Anyways, all right. So now, what y'all came here for? Obviously, our beautiful faces, but you came to get some learnings in, and today we are talking about high-end pistols. We had our first episode, like I said, with my boy Monty. We talked about a lot of good starter pistols. Threw you guys a bunch of options. Now we're going to be going into some of the higher end stuff. Mason, hello in the chat. I love saying hello to all the homies. So we're going to open this bad Larry up. I got to say, all right, so we're going to open it up, Ryan, with you. What do you, as our guest, what are your personal favorite high-end airsoft pistols, like gas pistols or CO2, whichever one. But what do you recommend? Just
Well,
general go.
so I'd say first of all, just because pistols are kind of your secondary thing, like if you're going for a high-end pistol, then you should kind of already know what kind of pistol you want to be carrying because you're spending the money. So like we're talking about stuff where the handgun's going to start at like $150 or higher.
Right.
Which is when if you're never really planning on using your pistol, it can be kind of a waste of money. My personal favorite is a CO2 pistol that's in my car. It's this Spanish company called Secutor. They make pistols that are basically they'll take a KJW base and they'll add their own aftermarket stuff to it. And they make some quality stuff. I have their 1911. It's that black and gold one that some of you guys have probably seen me with the split ported slide. And that thing's a tack driver, but that's in my car. This one is my actual favorite, even though it's got a broken nozzle, so I can't really run it. It's a shame because it would be pretty useful this weekend.
Oh.
Tokyo Marui Mark 23 SOCOM, if you can find it. I am.
It's a very nice pistol.
I am the big fan of this one. These are really hard to get in the States. If you do a lot of like sniping or cheeky breaky stuff, these are great. But they're like, I think they usually go for around $180, $190 when they're in stock, which is almost never because these things might as well be pre-ordered because the second any store has them in stock, they're out the door. They're out the door within a couple of weeks.
So what makes them so great, Ryan? What's so special about the Mark 23 by Tokyo?
Well, first of all, it's Tokyo Marui, so you know it's got that magic hop-up for no reason.
Yes.
So if you don't have any experience with Tokyo Maruis, for some reason their hop-ups are just touched by God because they are some of the most accurate stuff on the planet. Now this is a special version because this is the Mark 23 they make. It's a non-blowback, which means every time you pull the trigger, it just fires like a cheap non-blowback. But for some reason, these things are just great. The trigger pull's not that great on them. And the non-blowback part kind of throws people off. But the reason you get it, besides the fact that it's a tack driver, is, let me see, I do have some gas in here. So just as is, I don't know if you guys will be able to pick this up or not. It's kind of loud. The gas is running low. But when you screw this little bad Larry on.
Bad Larry. You can't even hear that thing. That is ridiculous. There's one customer, every time he came, and I think he's in Virginia now. I miss him. Big Bird was his call sign. But he always brought his Mark 23, and he always let me shoot it whenever he came. He's like, when we had the shooting booth, he was, Chuckles, you do the honors. And that thing is...
I miss running that thing so bad, but the nozzle snapped off at Autumn Justice, I think. The nozzle snapped, and I haven't been able to source a replacement, which makes me the big sad.
Big sad, bro.
The biggest of sads.
Dang, that's fresh. But those are cool. Those are good. I like the Rudis, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I know you've been rocking that thing pretty hard. That actually replaced my WeTech Cutlass. Like that's how long I've been running that thing. That was the direct replacement for the WeTech Cutlass that I ran for 5 years. Damn.
And that thing's still going strong. I don't know how it's still working, but it is.
Dang, I can't get anything to work for me that long. I don't even know.
WeTechs, man, they thrive on neglect.
Maybe I should buy a WeTech. I'll buy myself buy one of those. All right, Chili, what do you say? Your top go-to picks for some high-end pistol.
Shadow 2. That's my first one. I personally own it. I love them, and They run. Yeah.
What's so great about the Shadow 2, Chili? Why do you like it?
So basically, they are just the all-in-one package. Shoots, runs, thing shoots, thing runs, and it's the entire package. It's got a good size good CO2, mag, and well, it shoots, it works, and I like it, and I don't know what else to say about it. So, yeah. Second, so I don't have.
You don't need it. Yeah, I was gonna say you can make whatever picks you want. You don't have to.
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
them.
I know. Yeah, my second would probably be the HK45 CT, just because I've heard so many good things about them. They run, they work, they're compact, and they've got a huge gas reserve. Basically, like I've seen them run over 100 shots on one gas fill, and this is a compact model, so the thing runs. And then the last, because I had to throw Chuckles a curveball. I have to the Elite Force HK MP5K, because by
No!
definition,
No,
it is
that's
a
not
pistol.
No,
blowback.
it's not.
That's a
By
machine.
U.S. law, it's a pistol. So
No,
Okay,
that's
well,
not
the
how it works.
FDA is that's not how that works.
No, you lied. I knew it. I said it too in the store. I was like, are you gonna say MP5 because you're wrong?
By the way, I see in the chat, Alex Shaw. As long as you're getting it from like a reputable source, it can generally get through customs without an issue. What they'll usually do is they'll just Dremel off the trademarks, and then they have orange tips built in, so they're totally fine. And Dowling tight bores in a pistol are phenomenal. I don't have a single. The only pistol I have that doesn't have a tight bore in it is that Mark 23, because you don't mess with the Tokyo Marui. You don't mess with that hop-up system.
Problems happen. All right. Oh gosh, I don't even know what to say then. I gotta follow. I'm gonna go hide this over. Nobody needs to know that I have that over there. So okay. So high-end pistols. My primo #1 pick that I want to get one. I mean, we got to stick it with the Tokyo Marui thing, right? I'd go with the Tokyo Marui High Kappa. Now, yeah, I recommend the High Kappa, okay? And I'm gonna say why. Good thing about the High Kappas, I feel like I'm putting weird emphasis on that. I'm like high Kappas, really weird. But I gotta say, the TM High Kappas are really great because, I mean, out the gate, they're really good. And you can run it with green gas, or you can HPA tap them, whatever. And as you know, it's that Tokyo Marui magic that they sprinkle over the top of the hop up and slam, 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 slam a jamma. But the coolest thing is that there are so many aftermarket parts available for it to upgrade or repair it or to make it look however you want it to, that it's like the ultimate in. Oh, jeez Louise.
You good there, fam?
Gotta, it's a ghast. I was out there just fire. One of my other picks I personally like, and I wish I had it, is the KWC Glock 17 CO2. They're really solid. I've seen them run in some pretty low temps.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
They're really tried. I mean, they're not too tried and true right now. Like the Elite Force distributed version hasn't even been out for a year at this point. But we've run them at some colder ops, and they did just fine. So they're really great.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of high-end pistols that I want, and I can't believe I forgot about it, because everyone's heard it so far. So Raptor Airsoft.
Oh,
they're a company that make conversion kits for the PKM to turn them into PKPs. They make bullpup PKPs, and they make the Russian SV98 service sniper rifle.
Ooh.
Well, right before COVID hit, they had announced that they were about to release a gas blowback, green gas and CO2 mags, but a gas blowback MP443 Grok, the Russian service, the current Russian service sidearm, and I want it. I want it so bad. I don't care.
too.
I don't care the fact that it's going to cost me like $300 or more, not counting the shipping. The problem is COVID hit, and you can't get it yet, and that makes me the big sad. That makes me the even bigger sad, because I want it really bad because it is a sexy gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, love that. That's a good one. There's so many things that I probably am like forgetting because there's just so many like options on the market.
That is true. Yeah.
Really, we're talking about some other stuff, and I know that the KWA 226s ones are actually pretty solid. Like I know law enforcement, we've sold in the past we had sold a large quantity of them, and they put them through the ringer. I know they still have some of the departments we sold them to. Some of them came back, of course, but like the good thing about KWAs is you have that aftermarket part thing where you can, if they still make it, you can get the parts. If they make it, it's likely you can't.
I don't mind KWAs, but do not dry fire your KWA.
Yeah, dry firing is good because
do not dry fire it ever.
They're so realistic. They're the PTP stuff because of the perfect pistol, the perfect training pistol. They have firing pins in them, and if you dry fire them, you will lose them. But the good thing about, they're pretty cheap to get and to replace, but it's still a pain to lose it and then find that it's not working. That happened with some of the 1911s are great, but if you dry fire, like we just, I don't know who it was that
it was me.
Yeah, so he took a bunch of our
like clip tie zippy things.
Clip ties, and we tied the KWA 1911 just locked it so that you couldn't rack the slide or anything or move the hammer. So that was pretty funny. But
I'm waiting for someone to like actually pick it up and just be like, "What the heck did you guys do to this pistol? Is it broken?"
Probably for the best because if someone picked that up to test fire it and the firing pin fell out and I was there, there'd be some problems.
Oh yeah,
there would be some problems.
Oh, the TM226 is better. It may be, but the TM stuff. The issue with the U.S. market is that most of the TM stuff isn't like super readily available for purchase. Like just about any time of year, if I felt like buying like a KWA 226, I could get it. But if I wanted a TM 226 or if I wanted a TM like gold match high kappa or a Mark 23, a lot of that stuff is hard to get generally like stateside.
Tokyo Marui doesn't particularly like. They're a great company, but they don't particularly care or seem to really care about like making sure their stuff is easy to get in the States. Like their main market is Japan, and it's always been Japan, and it'll always be Japan. So it's like Tokyo Maruis just in general are hard to get stateside because they're so popular. So it's like whenever they do get in stock, they're just immediately gone.
So yeah, that's the thing. And there's not a lot of companies that TM directly will wholesale to you. So a lot of the TM that we get is through other wholesalers or distributors, which is a pain because they don't have a steady supply either. It's just like a U.S. curse thing. So if we don't have like a direct line of contact to Tokyo Marui, that would make it.
And if anyone does, let us know, please.
Ooh.
We beg of you.
Good question from Doc. Do y'all prefer irons or an optic on your pistol? Ryan, you first.
I like the idea of an optic on my pistol. The problem is, most airsoft pistols just don't have, unless you're doing like one of those big like birdcage kind of like over like clips to the bottom rail and it covers the whole top of the gun. Unless you're doing something like that, most pistols just don't really have potential for it, and I don't want to say I don't see the need, but I will say like the replica micro red dots and stuff that you can put on a pistol, I have seen a fair number of those kind of shake themselves to death on blowback pistols. So like on a non-blowback pistol like a Mark 23, absolutely. On a gas blowback, personally I prefer irons only because I'm kind of old school in the sense that it's like, if your optic fails and you don't know how to use the irons, you're kind of stuffed, but the irons are going to work no matter what. Like rain, shine, doesn't matter what the temperature of the weather is outside, irons will work, and they tend to keep the gun a little bit. It's easier to find holsters for stuff that has optics, but like micro red dots on Glocks and stuff, I understand the appeal, and I would actually love to have a gas blowback platform that could let me put red dots on them. But if you guys know me, I have kind of weird tastes, and every single pistol I have ever owned except that Mark 23 cannot really put a red dot on to begin with. So I just kind of
you have a refined taste.
What about you, Chili? What do you thoughts on your stuff?
Semi-controversial opinion. I don't like them. I've never liked them. I have tried it both in airsoft and real steel.
Have you tried getting good?
Saying something like the M4 is the worst gun ever invented.
I mean,
it's not controversial. That's a lie, but
I mean, I've never owned an airsoft M4. I'm very much a believer of Papa Kalash, but that's besides the point.
Rifle is best rifle.
So, anyways, me personally, I always wanted to, but I just never bothered. I couldn't justify it because I didn't use a pistol enough to constitute having it. I'd love to. If I end up doing the high kappa builds, I'll probably put a red dot on it because then that'll probably be like a primary. It'll be a competition kind of gun, so I'll be using that. But for the most part, I want to use iron sights, especially because my real 320, I just want to get used to using my iron sights real good.
That too, actually, that's a good point.
Because I'm cross training, so when we're playing airsoft, I'm using my thing. But if I'm at home, I'm practicing with my airsoft or my real M17, and I'm using the iron sights. So I want to practice the iron sights and get that to be as second nature as possible before I start relying on my optics.
I should get another PX4.
Yeah.
Or fix the one I have. The one I have kind of the nozzle exploded on it.
Damn.
But to be fair to the gun, that's because I bought the gun and then I ran probably close to 100 mags through it with nothing but black gas, which you're not supposed to do with a pistol. Yeah. So needless to say, things broke.
But likely because I have the M17s, I'll probably do that. I thought about doing it if I pick up the KWC Glock. I know we have that, but we also have the I'll probably just run the UTG. We have the RMR plate because of the KWC ones. They're really close. They're close to the spec for the real steel. You can swap out that rear sight for the real RMR plate or micro UTG sight. I'm probably going to put that maybe on my. If I get another pistol, I'll get a Glock. I want to get a real Glock as well that I can use. I want to try to keep that, So good question.
That's what I'm going to be doing.
Those were really good questions.
Let's see. So then who do you think are the best, let's say the top few manufacturers you should go. If you're looking for a high-end pistol, I mean, we've said pretty much a few, but if you're really looking to get one that's going to be worth, the investment, what companies should you be looking at? Start with you, Ryan.
If you can take care of them properly, KWAs are good, but given the general lack of maintenance that I see most gas pistols go through, I'd say my top three choices for a high quality pistol are going to be Tokyo Marui,
Thinking.
Secutor. Again, kind of have the same problem with Tokyo Marui. If you can find them stateside, Secutor, if you want to try out something neat and interesting. They make 1911s, M9s, and Glocks. Tokyo Marui, Secutor, and Airsoft Surgeon.
Ah.
If you don't feel like putting your kid, if you don't feel like putting your kid through college, go get an Airsoft Surgeon pistol because they are
Like
the
your
be all end all of handguns. But in
Right.
all seriousness, I think G&G would be my third choice actually.
Ooh, for a high end. Ooh, that's a curveball.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for realism, they're not the best. Like because of the way their blowback system is designed, like they kind of have almost anemic blowback to them, like they're kind of sluggish. But for just the general like endurance that those things can go through,
Mm.
I would say G&G.
That's I didn't even think of that.
I mean, Airsoft Surgeons are great, but it's a meme because the cheapest Airsoft Surgeon pistol I've ever seen was I think $900. Dowling AEPs. The problem with AEPs is that the good ones most of the good ones got discontinued because no one was buying them because everyone wanted gas blowbacks, and most other AEPs are going to be like sub 100 and kind of pointless.
Quality, like
if you can find like an old Tokyo Marui, actually, if you can find an old Tokyo Marui like Glock AEP, they're pretty good. Or alternatively, I saw somebody do this and it blew my mind. There was somebody that took, I think it was one of like the ASG, either the ASG or STTI clones of the Tokyo Marui Mark 23, the non-blowback Mark 23. They gutted the entire thing, right? They permanently affixed the suppressor. They permanently affixed the LAN unit. And the reason they did that was because they gutted the entire thing and put a version 3 gearbox inside of it. They stuffed a version 3 gearbox into a Mark 23 SOCOM. It fed from one of like the spring shotgun shells hidden inside the LAN unit, and the inner barrel was covered by the suppressor.
What?
Yes.
That sounds crap.
No, dude, it was amazing.
Yes, that
like
is.
It looks so like you could not tell it was a version 3 gearbox until he actually pulled the whole thing apart.
That's wild.
I approve of this fully.
I gotta say, I had a different experience with like AEPs. Is they're great if you gut them and HPA them. I had the Tokyo Marui MP7 AEP, and I gotta tell you, just with the Bingo custom unit it had in it, the hop up, I could probably run 3 2s in it and outrange a bunch of people. Like that thing, you didn't shoot over 280, but I never ran anything less than like 2 8s or 3 2s in them. But generally AEPs aren't that great. They shoot like 200 feet per second. They're like interesting, but they take a lot of money if you want to like upgrade them to where they can be decent, and they're not a worthwhile investment, unfortunately. Okay, Chili, what do you think? Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Oh no, Chuggles, please don't die. Please don't die.
What about manufacturers you want to look at? The one you want to?
Tokyo Marui for a reason. The Tokyo Marui magic. That basically Ryan said all the good ones. I'd have to throw KJW in there just because they've been a staple in airsoft since the beginning of time, and all their pistols just ran. And
KJWs are great. I was just going for like the slightly more expensive ones.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like there aren't really that many super high-end pistol manufacturers that I know of that off the top of my head. So I'm going to say KJW because of my Shadow 2, but beyond that, I agree with Ryan.
I think obviously Tokyo Marui, and the Tokyo Marui stuff's pretty awesome. I would like VFC. I had one of their old gen Glocks, And the VFC stuff is still pretty solid. The good thing is there's still like a lot of replacement parts available for them, even if anything dies. So like they still have the VFC Glocks and they do the VFC.
Yeah, actually, the HK45 is VFC. So
that's KWA.
No, as far as I know, oh, my bad.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I also like KWC. They make a lot of like sturdy crap. I mean, like Glocks and M&P9. I had the VFC M&P9, and I really liked it. And it had the full auto setting, which is really nice. But the good thing about the VFC stuff is it's still upgradable.
Yeah.
So then guys, I can't quantify to you the number of pre-registrations for this weekend that have literally happened just in this stream. Like
my phone won't stop ringing.
Because everyone's hoping I'm going to be there to answer all the questions. No, I'm not. I have prior engagements on Saturday.
Oh, what could they be?
I'm going to Roche.
Oh yeah. A lot of our the guys on the our team guys on the house team, the Rykon Reapers, are going to be heading up to M. Sato's Rochambeau 2 up in Russell, Mass. I went to the first one. It's an awesome AO. So if you see any of the team guys, holla at them. Let them know they'll be there. Really. I am sure.
JTF slots are still open. They actually just I just got an email earlier today saying they're actually looking for more JTF guys to actually fill it out because they need like 10 to 15 more guys on tan to even up the teams.
Looks
which,
like Billy, you're working.
Has me excited / the big concern.
Everybody there. Thanks. I'll see you guys at the op.
Wait, Chuckles, what'd you say?
Nothing at all.
Oh God. I guess I'm working double time on Saturday.
Everyone's at Milsim life. I'm jealous, but my time will come. Really crazy. Anyway, so that's just something coming down the pipeline. So if you see any of our gang there and you shoot them, make sure you go dunk on them or something. That's funny.
Oh yeah, there's nothing Scott loves more than getting dunked on.
I love when customers, even in general gameplay, they're like, Chuckles, I shot you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a really hard target to miss.
Just like, for anyone going to Roche?
Oh, God, wow.
For anyone to Roche, those paper drums will be your best friend. Just to help tip of advice, I got a lot of kills by just using one of those as a piece of cover, and the green team didn't know what the heck happened until I poked my head up, and everyone, including our teammates, were like, "Oh, there you are, Chili. Where'd you go?"
Out of my head.
So then, what do you think are the best? I mean, how long have we been doing this? It's been a while. Okay, we'll talk a bit more. So then, what do you think about in terms of like upgradability and just aftermarket support? And then, what do you think are the other than Tokimarui? Because we've said Tokimarui.
Oh, other than Tokimarui.
Other than Tokimarui, in terms of upgradability, like getting or availability of parts for like repairs, like
what for high-end guns?
Yeah, so I like KWA. A lot of their stuff is pretty accessible. Like if they like I said earlier, if they make it, you can pretty much get the parts.
The problem is just it's all proprietary.
True. That. Yes.
I think. It's a really good question, honestly.
I'm here to stump.
High-end stuff that is not Tokimarui that has upgrade parts that's kind of the flip side that you have with the high-end stuff. Is that generally speaking, it's either already upgraded or it's proprietary. That is the downside to doing high-end pistols over just bargain basement WeTechs and KJWs that you can actually upgrade.
That too.
Yeah, I was gonna say WE because they're basically Tokimarui, but no, like they're
ironically longer lasting Tokimaruis.
Yeah, which
that
you can
shoot
upgrade.
significantly worse until you upgrade
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah.
But they're longer. But the irony there is that the lower quality makes them longer lasting because there's a lot more tolerance in there for dirt and debris and abuse.
My first pistol was a WEG-18, and that thing I think is still running to this day. I sold it to a kid, but yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. WeTechs thrive on neglect and abuse. They really do.
Yeah, 6 years of not touching it, and all the mags were still able to hold gas.
Sounds about right for a WeTech.
Any questions in the comments? Anybody, any customer questions? Feel free to throw them up. We'll answer your questions about pistols. If you have any questions about like ones you should get, ones you shouldn't get, what you should be looking for. Obviously, we all know that. I mean, we've said it in every other stream about buying anything, but making sure that one, you like the look of it, and two, you like the feel of it is going to be important, because if you don't like that, then you're not going to want to buy it just because it's a Glock and you're like, Glock. You shouldn't just buy the Glock. You actually should like the feel of the Glock and want to use the Glock. Like Ryan said, if you're buying a high-end pistol, generally in your mind, you should already have something that you want to use going forward. And not be like, I guess I'll buy a Glock today. How's the new feel? No new details yet, but it's still a process. That'll take a while before we're able to.
Why are you asking? What are you, a cop?
What are you, a cop? I got some. What are you, a cop?
We got some wise guy in here.
Hi, we gotta take him out back. Tony, where's Tony? Where's Tony? Tony. I feel like there's always a.
Well, we got
I don't
Tony.
know what Tony is, but I can get Joey Bag of Donuts if you need Joey Bag of Donuts.
I love it. So I'm just gonna go back and rattle off some information. Again, everybody. We keep getting pre-registrations. My phone's blowing up. Gaming sessions are open. We have airsoft sessions this weekend. Friday 5 to 9, Saturday 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pre-register. It's only $25, $45 if you need it rent. We have a lot of restrictions in place for sanitization. We're adding more customers. We're allowing more customers while also adding more staff so that we can maintain sanitation. And sure that we have enough referees out in the field so that we don't have to worry too much about, any issues with players. Joey Bag. And yes, I like.
I missed it. Joey Bag of Dobits.
Pretty funny, I gotta say. So I'm really excited. Like Sunday's almost sold out, like guaranteed.
Yeah.
The Saturday sessions are normally guaranteed to sell out. I've only been live since this morning, and we've sold a lot of spots. So pre-reg, pay through PayPal, or you can pay over the phone. You call us, or we'll call you, or you can pay in cash, but you can't pay the day of. It has to be the days before. You can. There are no refunds, obviously, as specified on our website, but we require a 24-hour notice if you want to transfer that to somebody else. So let's say you bought the ticket, you can't go, but your homie wants to go, as long as it's. But we're also pre-selling. We're still selling the registrations, like right up until the starting time and maybe a bit after. So if you buy the ticket, if the session starts at 11 and you buy the ticket at 10:59 and you roll up at 11:15, you can still play. You don't need to be there right on time, but I know that we all are precious with our time that we play. A lot of the customers are pretty psyched this weekend. We ran a bunch of special games and stuff, so that's really exciting.
That was a lot of fun.
We got a new product. Got some pictures. You guys pay attention to our Facebook and Instagram, and we're gonna do some funny stuff. But our goat guns order arrived today. Really?
Yeah.
Alex Shaw, I haven't gotten to your 40 mils yet. I've had a mountain of other tech work that had to get done in front of it. Probably 2 weeks is when I'll be looking at it, since I'm not going to be there this weekend.
Yeah. We got big piles. There's so much friggin' tech work to do. It's
40 mils are significantly more difficult than they look like to work on, because it's a lot of pressure and a lot of O-rings, in a lot of areas to leak and go wrong.
Facts. That's why
Yeah.
I tried to be a grenadier once. I bought like 10 of those Eagle Force grenades, and friggin' I just got rid of everything as soon as I could. I was like, I don't want anything to do with this. Uh,
Yeah.
That's why honestly, that's why if you want to be a grenadier, just don't bother with like the 40 mils and the tag-ins and stuff. Just make a spud gun. Just make a spud gun.
Yeah. Or a
No,
75 millimeter pack.
Absolutely nothing can go wrong with a spud gun.
Ryan, what about the 75 millimeter pack? Just
We're not going to talk about that.
don't just.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, sorry.
That's another one of those big sad things that I don't feel like talking about.
Oh.
It basically just never happened. No, the group as a whole ended up not having the money because of issues.
yeah, I want to do the grenadier.
Someday I will have an airsoft Pack 75. But
Well,
yeah.
I can come up with designs because
All right.
God, that'd be amazing.
There aren't any more questions. We're going to start wrapping it up again. Thank everybody for tuning in. This is great. I know we kind of were a bit late, and we didn't remember to post up again that we were doing it. This weekend opening up was so crazy, and we had so much prep work to do just for that I lost my mind. But it was
I
great.
walked out on Sunday a little shell shocked.
So many
Can't lose your mind if you never had it to begin with.
True. Facts. Again, the store itself is going to be open. We're going to be doing extended hours. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. to span the length of our gaming sessions. Again, our online orders are being processed with no delay. Really great. Super stoked.
MGL. Yes.
I think I have much else that I have to say. Any wrap-up points? Just remember, whenever you're buying stuff, shop local. There are a bunch of local stores in the area that can supply you with whatever you need. And it's better to make sure you hold it and touch it and feel it and get some real feedback on purchases. The experienced staff members at Extreme Airsoft know very much about products. So
We fill up our guns all the time.
Yeah. Like, M17. I'm like, sorry, I got in there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. You guys are great.
Yeah, I too like a sidearm that turns into full auto if I drop it 2 feet.
Hey, you know what?
Oh wait, are we talking about the airsoft version or the real one?
Just get good and never drop your stuff, my guy. Can't
That's
drop
fair.
Things to say about that.
Use a
But
pistol. Duh.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Again, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Ryan, of course, for coming on.
I apologize if I was distracted. I have a neat thing that I want to finish.
You gotta get your hurdy-gurdy done.
Got to get my hurdy-gurdy going.
I just don't even know what to say.
I get bored and I have really weird hobbies besides airsoft. And yeah, I'm not apologizing. None of you guys know what a hurdy-gurdy is. It's amazing. And I can't wait to play my really, really shitty one.
Yeah, buddy. I can't wait. But other than that, thank you all so much. Stay well, stay kind, stay humble, keep grinding. And come down and play some airsoft. We are doing our power that we can to follow federal state mandates. So you should come check us out because we're super safe, we're super clean. We literally clean all the time. I fear for our staff for having weakened immune systems after all the cleaning that we do for all of this length of time. So can't wait.
What are you talking about? Bleach is good for you.
Oh yeah.
bleach.
Other than that, I think we're gonna peace out. Thank you guys so much. Been your boy Chuckles.
Chili.
Angry Tech.
You guys this weekend, hopefully, either at the store or at Rochambeau. See y'all. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.